was born into a family of engineers, but at the time I thought they were all railroad engineers because we lived in this little town west of Chicago, which is a juncture of 4 railroads. So all the family people I knew were engineers on the railroad. When I was in high school, we moved to Cleveland, and suddenly Illinois Tech, which I had heard of and known of because that's where my father graduated, became Case Institute of Technology. There was nothing in our home that was beyond us to fix, and so that was endemic to becoming an engineer. So it never occurred to me to do anything other than that. I came back to Case and did a PhD. And you put those two things together and it transformed my life. I had this fundamental degree in mechanical engineering, and I had this master's degree from MIT in mechanical engineering, and then I began to see that engineering fit into a much larger context. It was a part of changing society, of changing ways in which people could live. I think everybody knows that the planet's getting warmer, so we know things are happening. And the issue is then how do we understand that? And the science of that is what I had become, because out of my mechanical engineering and my PhD, I really was becoming an applied physicist, and applied physicist became a physical oceanographer, and a physical oceanographer became one concerned with and working on climate change. It's not something to get angry about. It's something about which is an opportunity, because we will build new energy systems and we'll see that the existing companies will morph over to. I know several that are deeply involved in the oil and gas business are morphing over to alternative energy. When I was an undergraduate student, here's what we did. In the summer, we went off to camp. One camp I went for a month, and we surveyed a whole area, and we learned how you do the geography of an area. It was one of the state parks, and we did it. Another summer, we had at the back of the Bingham building, we had an entire foundry. We did things. We saw how steel was made. We made it. We saw how aluminum was made. We made it. So there was a sense then of being able to understand because we saw and felt. And I know the transformation because I see it even today. It's harder to do that today than we did before. And I think Case is working at that very hard to try to give the students that kind of hands-on, but mostly face-on understanding of how industry and engineering works. And I'm honored to join others who've had this gold medal because Case does something that we must do a better job of, and that is honoring people who've done some good things for the planet or for our society, and the Alumni Association is pushing hard to do that.